Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the Fata Morgana playthrough. Now, today we've obviously finished chapter 2. We've started and ended the chapter within the cellar. But I just want to kind of unpack the ending before we get into anything else, because my god, this ending, it was so shocking. Seriously, and if anything, Yuki Masa's character really quite changed. Yeah, and I mean, there's just firstly the absolute terror of this. Oh my god, I love that theme that where we were going towards the mansion as well. Yeah, but I just find it really surprising. So I think Yuki Masa does genuinely have feelings for this person. I don't know. I just think that. No, let me get into that later. Yeah, but my god, this is terrifying. It's just the worst case scenario, seriously. But if I'm gonna be honest, in a way, he kind of got what was coming to him. Yeah. Yeah, god, and this is the worst. Yeah. Yeah, isn't that interesting? Yeah, but yeah, at first he's terrified. He really, really is. Yeah. Yeah, god, it's horrible. Now the thing that's the worst about all of this is just the fact that as a result of being able to protect Yuki Masa and being a good person towards him, trying to see good in him and make him somebody who was not experiencing these horrible things, she's been kind of labelled as somebody who is just as bad as Yuki Masa, and as a result of that has died. But Jesus Christ, it must have been so awful for her. I mean, she can't even see anything that's going on, and yet at the same time this is happening to her. I wonder if she even knew she was going to die in the end. Yeah, but Javier's totally manned up. He really has. Pauline was what caused it, seriously. Yeah. Yeah, but there's the assumption, and yet at the same time she's probably the kindest person in this chapter. And that assumption is totally reasonable, but I mean, they still murdered somebody innocent just because of where they live. I mean, it's understandable why, but still, it's just horrible. Yeah, but it's like a total revenge. It's like a total act for revenge. Yeah, but this is really surprising, this change within him. I feel like this was kind of the breaking point for him. He just couldn't maintain his side of potentially seeing good in himself, like the way a girl kind of encouraged him to after she died, because now... But if I'm going to be honest, I never really believed what he was saying, down here, the fact that he only really liked her because of the fact that she gave him a peaceful life, rather than actually liking her, because... I mean, I'm sorry, but if that was the case, why was he so concerned for where she was? And Well, no, I just feel like if that was the case, that person would not be as important to Yukimasa as she is here. Yeah, but it's so surprising. I mean, how disrespectful is this? But, yeah. And to be honest, it does kind of make sense, but still. I mean, the thing about all of this is, it's just such a surprising change. But it does make sense. Yeah. Yeah, I don't blame him. I would as well. Yeah. Yeah, so just if his life is taken, there's really not that much to lose for him just because of how much he has lost as a result of Yukimasa. But what I find really interesting is after this, it's like the total breaking point, and now it's as if he's turned back into a beast, and yeah. Yeah, but that's fair. And if anything, ironically, he's kind of at the point of no return, like Javi in a way, but he's doing bad rather than good. God, look at this. Yeah, but that's the worst thing. When you see the past memories, you can really, really realize that. I mean, that torture scene in the shipwreck, like, that's a really good example of it. Yeah. Yeah, and it is interesting that this is a conclusion that was kind of made by him. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. But at the same time, is that wrong? But if you've taken people's lives, then in brutal ways, then yeah. I think for the merchant it was wrong, but then for Yukimasa after the the character we saw as the merchant with Pauline, yeah, sure, it was wrong. He was a murderer. He was of sound mind, and he was doing things like these. He was loving Pauline and longing for a peaceful life, even though he had killed people just because he could. But I think it's a little bit more reasonable with the white-haired girl, just because of how much he's been isolated and bullied, and also prosecuted. Yeah, fair enough. And it's so tricky. It is interesting. He just said, like, there's nothing left for me in life, so now just resort to being a murderer. Just forget about everything that the white-haired girl has taught you. Because, let's be honest, he can never truly accept it. That's why he forgets. It was never something he really believed. Yeah. Had he not killed Pauline, maybe that would be the case. I think it's very unlikely, though. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's understandable to an extent, but yeah. No, I think it's understandable with Yukimasa after the memory loss, but before, I don't think it is understandable whatsoever. I mean, I'm serious. He was cruel just for the sake of it. It was horrible. I mean, those killings of the seafarers, that was just vile. Anyway, beginning of chapter 3 time. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, but it is interesting that... Wait, hang on a second. So the stench of blood is still there within the cellar? I'm surprised. That probably means that once everything had happened, Yukimasa had probably let the house go to ruin, and I can't imagine somebody like that living for long. So, yeah, he probably never cleaned it up because he was just thinking about murdering rather than actually living a life with responsibilities, like cleaning, for example. Yeah. Yes. It was fucking good, but it was horrific. I see that. Yeah. I will never forget I think it's like the Memphitis song or something. That absolutely insane song when we see Javi's parents get killed. Fair enough, it's a hard story. Well, he's dead. He's been dead for hundreds of years, probably. Yeah, it is interesting. It's so weird how she has such a devotion to us. I just wonder who we actually are. Imagine if we remember who we are and then we realise that we're really evil and something horrible happens. It's hard to tell. God. Yeah, I do actually. But that's really unusual. Firstly, the fact that she has a very cold temperature, so that implies that there's no human bodily reactions going on within her. And also not being able to see her in the mirror. I mean, that really questions just what she is and where we are as well. It is as if we are ghosts. But it's so weird. How was any of this happening if we are? Imagine if this is just the story told within... Like, the story here is the story told within the Maid's Diary or something like that. Or this here is all a story told by the maid and there's some sort of weird fourth wall. Yeah, that's fair enough. And if I'm going to be honest, I think there's no hope left for him. It's pretty obvious what happened. Yeah, totally. God. Yeah. And that is the worst for somebody like him. God. Yeah, reasonable. And why did he kill them? Just because he could. That's the only answer. Well, he was a gentle person before he succumbed to his insanity. Yeah. Oh, wait, hang on a second. I think that she's talking about Pauline here. Yeah. I mean, you could totally see that in the shipwreck. Sorry, not the shipwreck. The ship scenes with Yukimasa doing the torturing and the seppuku as well. Yeah, you really do wonder what caused it. Okay. I just wonder why she has so much dedication towards us. I mean, what caused it? It's weird that in this story she was active, and then obviously, the white-haired girl had gone with Bestia, and then obviously all of that story happened, and the white-haired girl kind of served as a substitute for her. But the thing is, she was hiding, and she did know about everything that was going on, so she was clearly there somewhere. I wonder if she was actually alive sometimes. And I just wonder how she knows all of this, even though she wasn't in any of the second half of the story. It's weird. Yeah, what is the next door? Seriously. Yeah. I like that every single location is very significant. I mean, to be fair, it is a mansion that is in the dark. But to be fair, I mean, the mansion is in the dark at the moment. When is it going to become, when is it going to become daylight? Because surely these stories take quite a lot of time to tell. Surely there are going to be some of the later doors where we are going to be in daylight? I don't know. Well, I suppose it depends if we're... I feel like even in the daytime, an area like this would be quite dark just because of how low down it is. Oh wow, this looks cool. I'll tell you what, let me pull my blinds down so I can see this. Yeah, it looks better now. Looks a lot darker. Colours look quite... They look more pronounced. Yeah, it looks unusual, so... Ah, so that's what it is, the mirror. So weird. What? This maid is really hiding something, let's be honest here. What is this? Is that us, possibly? It's just so weird. It's as if there's a really, really wrong thing about how time is flowing here. God, I wonder how you'd explain this. This is so weird. Or maybe she had heard something and she just didn't want it to be something that we pay attention to. She just wanted to deliberately avert our attention from it. Alright, so we have another choice. Okay. You know what, I need to start saving for the choices. Well, these kind of have the same meaning, surely. Let's extend our hand. Ah, right, so it means towards the mirror rather than towards the maid. Interesting. Jesus Christ, what in the Super Mario 64 is this? Are we quite literally getting sucked into the painting? What? Where are we? Okay, so we're getting an actual indication of the world here, but what I'm just curious about, do we go to an entirely different world? Oh my god, we do! Fuck, that's so weird. So is this... do this because it's more interesting. What? Shit, I clicked the wrong thing by accident. This is so weird. But I am the witch, though. I don't really get that. So I don't understand. Is this the third door or what? Let's check. Memento. Okay. This is weird. This is not the third door. This is... God, what is this sound effect? It sounds like hail. Gazelle. This is a really unusual background, so I wonder why are they outside in such horrible weather? What are they doing there? Okay, so they're going to the mansion. Obviously another really, really odd colour scheme going on here. Oh god, so she's on a mission to go to the mansion for some reason. It looks like she's been given a real lack of directions. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, why was she made to go here if nobody lives here? Or maybe it looks really quite abandoned, so you would think that nobody lives there, but there is somebody there. Or maybe it's Yukimasa who's still there, but I don't actually know. The mirror, the fact that a mirror's mentioned, that could link to Yukimasa, but more in the stages of him wanting to believe he's a human, but also subconsciously believing that he's a beast. Is it going to open? God, sounds like she totally bolted the door down. Now, are they still going to be totally broken? That would tell us quite a bit. Yeah, you can really tell the place isn't looked after. I feel like she's really going to regret this somehow. I don't know why. That's just my instinct. Oh my god, it's this image. Okay, this is not what I was expecting. Some sort of really unusual new song. Yeah, but it's interesting that this angel is here, because I remember Yukimasa using his sword to totally shatter the picture. Yeah, fair enough. It's just a total hidden gem. If anything, it's completely abandoned, and yet you have glasswork as skilled as this. So whatever this was, it was clearly done before before Yukimasa lived. Is this the maid? It should be. Oh, this is definitely not the maid. Jesus Christ. Who is this? So, somebody living in a mansion, which is quite unusual considering that the place looked like it was abandoned. Hang on a second, so was Michelle the original owner? Yeah, that's a bit suspicious. Why is he saying that? This song is really loud. What happened, though? That's my question. Yeah, totally. It's not healthy to live in total darkness. Yeah, that too. Yeah, fair enough. Well, I mean, to be fair, at the moment he does have a candle, and I suppose in the daylight as well, it must not be as bad. Well, no, that's the thing. We are in the daylight at the moment. That's just how dark this place is. But I remember when it was hailing, it was daytime, so yeah, it's unusual. Yeah, fair enough. But surely if you make the place lighter, you won't have a need for candles? Or maybe it's just a way for life of him. Yeah, true. It's just unusual. I mean, it may not be the most healthy lifestyle, and it is obviously different to the normal lifestyle, but at the same time, it's his lifestyle. He can live however he wants. I totally see what he's saying. Jesus Christ, this guy is rich. True. Not really a village you would want to go to, though. Well, no, hang on a second. So the village has been totally massacred by Yukimasa. Maybe he's living in hiding here. Oh, wait, hang on a second. This is the bad thing about no voice acting. I forgot to read Gazelle's name, so I thought Michelle was saying it. And I don't know, for a lifestyle like this, I would have thought that somebody like Michelle would not be able to return to the city. But I wonder why. So it kind of reminds me of a story of the white-haired girl and Yukimasa. In a way, the white-haired girl really did need this place just for a means of protection, especially because she had nobody and she was very vulnerable to the world, considering she was blind. And also, is it me, or it looks like his fingers were chopped off? Like, look at the ends of his fingers. No, I think those are actually his nails. It's a bit hard to tell, to be honest. It feels a bit more obvious if the fingers were bent down in order to grip this part here. That would have helped, but yeah. I don't know. We'll probably learn. Well, I mean, you're aware of how people refer to this mansion, clearly, and yet you still choose to live here, so what's really that bad about it? Of course. Well, yeah, sure, you can say that, but you shouldn't make your mind up without fully knowing the dangers of somewhere. And then, obviously, you have the question of who recommended the place here to her. Yeah, exactly, I agree. Is the witch referring to the maid? Right. Okay. So either Morgana is what the maid is called, or there is somebody else that we don't know. And ironic that the visual novels game is called Fata Morgana as well. So, wait, let's actually find out what does... So, yeah, I get... If I search up the definition of Fata, I see a lot of different definitions. There's a lot of different languages and their different meanings for the word. Italian, maybe? A fairy in Italian. Yeah, in Latin it's a supernatural being as well. And also a goddess who controls destiny, the divine personification of fate. Weird. I thought there was going to be some sort of translation for, I don't know, like a house or something that would be easy to associate with the mansion, but no. And I do wonder if Morgana obviously refers to whoever this witch is. Yeah, I do wonder like how you would actually derive the title. That's interesting. Are we going to see whoever this person is? What? Who is you? So that's the end of the memento. That's unusual. I was expecting that to be a lot longer, if I'm going to be honest. But what are you? Is Michelle going to be somebody that we see in the third door, or what? This is unusual. That's so weird, though. What I firstly just want to see is... I want to see what happens. Are there any different choices? Or is this just the same? So obviously we've got Nelly and Mel there. Yeah, so it looks like it's the same here. Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing that's... So what's the point of that choice, I wonder? Right, well that was unusual. Oh my god, and the kind of black obsidian veil towards the mirror has gone as well. God, it really was as if we were sucked into a tail. That was so weird though, so... I mean, you extend your hand out towards the mirror, and then it's kind of as if you're sucked in. What does the maid have to say about this? So is she Morgana or not? I wonder. Is that her name? I wonder if we're ever going to get the name of, firstly, the white-haired girls. I say the plural because we've seen more than one now, but also the maid. That's unusual that she says there's nothing there. I'm sorry, but there is no way she doesn't know. I think she's definitely hiding something. What the fuck? This is the last thing I was expecting. Jesus Christ. Looks like we've just gone back to Subahibi chapter 3. What am I looking at? Oh, no. New thing? No, this looks like something we see in Uzumaki. Yeah, seriously, this is so weird. yeah, fair enough. So he wasn't fond of mirrors before, but is that because of the fact that no reflection was shown in the mirror? This is so weird. We don't really have a choice. What if we actually rejected the maid? What would happen? This is so weird. So I'm curious, is this exactly the same as what would happen if we used the other choice? I just kind of want to learn how this works. Yeah, it's fully different, okay. Okay, so we'll probably read that choice after we've looked at chapter 3. Wait, I'm gonna... Oh my god. Oh, I like that it says... Shit, Oh my god, I'm not up for this today. There we go. Interesting little theme. It was very, very depressing and heavy. If anything, it's weird that after we looked at the mirror, it was just as if reality had totally warped upon us. But I find it weird that there's a witch in this mansion, or at least that's a rumour. And yet at the same time, it's not anybody... I don't know, it's not like a means of bullying people who are in the mansion and, I don't know, spreading bad rumours about them. There is an actual witch, apparently. And I remember in chapter 1, the stories about the witch, I actually forgot what they were, but yeah, I suppose the story about somebody being able to use magic, and I remember kind of like the metaphorical symbolism of the white-haired girl's rose changing as well. Or at least that's what I think it is. That's weird. Interesting. Yeah, so it's just, but I'm not going to make you remember. You have to remember yourself. But why do we have to remember ourselves? What changes if we do? Well, I suppose if we remember by ourselves, we believe it and we actually have a sense of who we are. I'm surprised. Yeah, we've seen 2 cases where they've lived in the mansion and eventually their lives have been totally ruined by themselves. Let's be honest here, they ruined their lives themselves. They caused their decline. That's unusual. I mean, to be fair, a lot of her perspective, she doesn't fully know, so it's kind of... her thoughts kind of build her perspective and her theories as well, so they may not be fully correct. I don't know. It's interesting that we need to remember ourselves. I just wonder how we're going to remember everything. What's going to be the final straw? And this is so weird about the mirror as well, seeing another indication of... Well, I don't really know. It's just maybe there are so many people who have gone to this mansion and have had lives that have been ruined that it's not really something you can count. If anything, maybe that's just one of many, and then maybe that's just kind of like an indication of how hopeless this whole mansion is. Or maybe that's some sort of key thing that we remember when looking in the mirror. And it did actually say we were on the verge of remembering something, but then the maid kind of distracted us. Well, no, it wasn't that. It's that... Wait, no, what did it exactly say? Yeah. Our attention had been totally averted. I like this theme. I think it's really well done. Yeah, I can see that. It's just eerily dark. And can I just mention, there is no light that the maid is using, unlike Michelle. And yet at the same time, it's just as if she instinctively knows the layout of this house. I mean, how long have you been living somewhere so that something like that is actually the case? Wow, look at this. Another, well, not really a painting, but, sorry, not really a mirror, but I don't know, it just, before I realised it was a painting, I only looked at the rails firstly because they were white, they kind of caught my attention, but I thought it could be very similar to what we just saw in the memoir, but it looks like it is something completely different. This is probably where the third door begins. Yeah, it's very unusual, and if anything, it's really, really dark, just like everything else in this mansion, and it really fits with the colours, if anything. She will only show us everything that's relevant. My god. Okay. This looks really quite cool. What? Is it a mix? So we're really going into the more recent times, maybe 19th or 20th century? Yeah. Maybe it will remind the master of who he really is. Imagine if we are Morgana. What? Weird. So it looks like we're getting a way more developed story. Ah, okay, so 1869. I wonder if we're ever going to get a story that's set in the future. I hope we do. That would be really cool. I'm sorry, I'm gonna go, but I just want to listen to this thing. Pig Iron Manor. The fuck? Well, that sounds fucking weird. I thought it was going to be a peaceful theme, but it is peaceful, yet it sounds very, very unusual. So it's going to be a man who's very ambitious, who has betted everything and done everything he possibly can in order to maximise his ambition. And obviously we're going to see really rich Victorian people, and the village is going to probably have changed a lot as well since we last read. Well, not since we last read, but in the last time that we read about. But I just wonder what this memoir is, because it clearly was set before Bestia's time. So I wonder. It's going to be quite exciting to see what this third chapter is as well. I've just got to, well, do my entire day, but then I'll be back later. I'm actually quite excited for seeing what this new chapter is going to be like. Right, okay, time to begin the weirdest, well, the section of the story with the weirdest soundtrack. Fuck. Oh my god, this looks interesting. Oh, I love this. Just gotta move my phone. There we go. Wow. This really, really repurposes the same setting, and I love this. There's so many adaptations of the same thing. And it is interesting considering this was a totally abandoned house. Probably nobody even owned it, and yet people have actually been able to repurpose it for residents and rich people having fun together. Oh god. Jesus Christ. Yeah, totally. Yeah, there's no beauty in lung cancer. And the smell. Oh my god. Oh. How do you pronounce that? Jacopo? He looks so unusual as well. He looks properly curious. God, so I wonder, is he a nice man? Is he a horrible man? Oh, interesting. So he's not a good man at all. Okay. Because let's be honest, I mean, she will do anything she possibly can, but the maid isn't somebody who's a total arsehole. If somebody's not fond of... If she's not fond of somebody, they're clearly not approved of by her for a reason. Oh my god, I kind of get what she means about the over-dried tea leaves. Yeah, if I'm going to be honest, this guy kind of gives me the impression of somebody who's really, really intellectual, but also an arrogant arsehole. He does look like he has beady eyes as well. Oh, God. Well, what does haughty actually mean? Okay, arrogance and pride, it looks like. Okay. How to pronounce this name? Right, so it looks like the J is a Y. This is an Italian name, apparently. So I'm just going to pronounce it like this. So, Jacopo. Because apparently that's kind of how you do it, Jacopo. Unusual name. Yeah, but God, I think it's interesting, this unusual change in character and kind of rebelliousness of the maid. It shows that this person clearly wasn't a very nice man. Maybe he didn't respect it because he was arrogant. I see. Yeah, and just no question whatsoever about the fact that the maid is in this time. Jesus. At the time, okay, maybe that could indicate change. Yeah, it's surprising. Anya. Yeah. I'm sorry, but I can't help but think of that when I hear that. Anyway, God. Yeah, totally. And it looks like in place of all the bookshelves, their smoking needs are definitely met. Jesus Christ. Yeah, but that is a bit ridiculous, surely. Right. Yeah, Jacopo said it correctly. Seriously. Pretend you didn't hear nothing means pretend you did hear something, surely. Oh my god, Jacopo said it so hilariously though, seriously. something that makes them look bad, it seems, and something that Jacopo wants to take advantage of, maybe? I don't know. But, yeah, it is actually really quite surprising that Jacopo has acquaintances, and yet they're so different, and these people... Well, when we say acquaintances, we probably mean that people he can profit off, let's be honest here. I don't think he actually has connections and friendships with these people. They just sound so different. I mean, these people sound like they say, total drunkards, but then Jacopo sounds really quite well spoken. Oh, right. He seems really quite happy to bring this person down. Oh my god, so did he see the... Yeah, so they made a bad investment and now they are getting the price for it. Yep, of course. A breed. Yeah, fair. It must be very, very difficult. Definitely wouldn't want to have a career like this. No way. Oh yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, so it's kind of they're quote unquote friends, but if anything remotely bad is mentioned, then the other person is going to take advantage of it, and they are always subtly looking for that opportunity. I mean, this theory is very, very realistic, but the other people were literally drunk. I can't see them being very, very swift to move. I can see Jacopo being swift to act, but not the other ones. That's interesting. I like that their soldiers are ink and paper. Yeah, it's hard to believe. It must have been... Investment must have been such a changed field just within digitalization of society. Yeah, so it's just totally... I mean, I'm sorry, but this is just greed personified. It's more money than humanity. Oh, look at them ganging up on him. They clearly thought about this beforehand. He looks provoked. I see. But obviously you're never going to say that, because that would make them want to invest. Or I don't know, make them want to try and steal his investment or something like that. I need to research that. What happens if multiple people invest in the same thing? I researched and apparently the structure of the investment, and also just in general what the company is wanting to do for the returns might influence what they get out of it. So it isn't really a first come first served basis, but at the same time, if well, I suppose there are some times where it is. I mean, after all, why would all of this description not be present if it was? And I mean, for example, with, I don't know, a business decision. No, actually, I mean, I don't know much about investment. If you invest to get a share in a company, and if you do it before everybody else, then I wonder if your investment is first and yet it's lower value than maybe somebody's investment later, then I do wonder if you get priority because of the fact that you're first. But at the same time, I suppose it really does depend on the company and what their decisions are themselves. Yeah. Oh wow, this is really cool. God, this is so well drawn. I really like how the train here, it really blends in with the background. Hard to tell the difference between everything, really. Interesting, okay. Very original railroad company names. Jesus. And yeah, if you're an investor, reputation is everything, surely. But at the same time, how do you know if something like this is true news? You've just heard it from some random person who, let's be honest, is in competition with you the whole time. How do you know this is true? Wonder what he thinks about that. Oh, so he's God. You can really, really see how he thinks he's better than everybody else. But yeah, that is ridiculous. I mean, sure, there are reports of a few dying on the job, but that doesn't... I mean, let's be honest, these are I won't really say transnational companies, but they're well, they're really, really big countrywide companies. So, of course, that's a ridiculous assumption. Unless the death toll is really bad. And if it was, then I would actually agree. But I'm sorry, the death toll is not nearly as... It's not bad enough to stop investing in it. I can see what he's saying. But if I'm going to be honest, I feel like these people are trying any trick in the book. No, I can't tell if they're really dumb or if they're just trying any trick in the book to maybe make it so that they can have more potential to invest in the Central Pacific. I just want to see, so government bond isn't enough to fund the project. I forgot what a government bond was. I saw this in my EPQ as well, but I forgot what the meaning was. Okay, a bond issued by... Okay, so promising a bond by a country's government promising to repay borrowed money at a fixed rate of interest at a specific time. Yeah, what does it mean by a bond? Is that just kind of like a contract? Or... Right, okay, so it's a loan which provides the borrower with extra funds to finance long-term investments. Oh, or in case of government bonds. To finance current expenditure. Oh, okay. Right. It's just kind of a loan with external funds. Okay. Yeah. Really? Oh, God. What I say about reputation, I think I'll take that back because, let's be honest, shit treatment of workers and literally abusing them in the workplace. It's societally acceptable and it's normal at this time, so investing in a company that kind of encourages that, it's not really going to do anything to your reputation. But I suppose if you invest it in something really dodgy, then sure. Yeah, interesting. Blacks or yellows, what? Jesus Christ, man. You can really tell that this person is concerned about money more than anything. I mean, he's just so casually thinking about the fact that people are dying as a result of the project that he is investing in. Does he give a fuck? No. Yeah, fair enough. Who are you to decide that? I mean, sure, you think that that's your opinion, but is that opinion right? Like, morally? Right. So this person has basically just admitted that profit is more important than the loss of people's lives. Right. I mean, I'm sure this person is very, very good at what he does. But he's also very unempathetic and inhumane. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, they are distasteful, I fully agree. No. I suppose so, but at the same time, the way he words it, like the maid said, it's distasteful. Yeah. It does, yeah, totally. Something like this would have been so much more normal in times like these. A viewpoint like his. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Holy fuck, this person is rich. God. Yeah, fair enough, especially considering how used to the silence she must have been. That's interesting. I can understand that, because it felt as if, maybe it felt like people didn't really want to be there for the sake of being there. They just wanted to be there for making money and obviously being able to make a living rather than actually wanting to be there. I don't know, and obviously because of the fact that they just want to make a living, I suppose, well, I suppose you've got all these people wanting to make a living rather than wanting to connect with each other. I can definitely see why with people like Jacopo here. Oh God. Yeah, fair enough. Oh God. Typical. Yeah, but isn't it interesting? You need more money, you need more power, you're going to invest everything into this, but you're going to hopefully get the most high profit out of said project as possible, and then you can just go on to more and more ambitious projects and you can gain more power. I wonder with the country's government I do wonder if it's actually possible for an investor to get so much power and influence that you could actually get political. I don't know. I mean, if you're like a key shareholder of a business and you actually have a say in how it's run, and if that business then has political connections, then maybe. Okay. Oh, it's a servant. Or a maid, or whatever. Who's this? Oh my god, it's another white-haired girl. She's got a really weird outfit this time. Holy shit. What a pronounced outfit. It's so detailed. But they must have had so much fun drawing this. She does not look very happy though. God, it's amazing. It really is amazing. I know, it's so weird that it's just as if there being a white-haired girl was something normal, but that's just so... It just feels like it should be wrong. Why is there always a white-haired girl? Hang on a second, it was interesting when we looked at the mirror and we saw white hair just from our reflection. Imagine if the master in the present actually has a connection towards the white-haired girl. If I'm going to be honest, I didn't think about it whatsoever, but okay. I was just focusing on learning about Jacopo. He seems like he has potential to be a really quite interesting character, I think. Very different to a lot of things I read. Yeah. Oh! Okay. Was not what I was expecting whatsoever. It is interesting that... Wait, no, hang on a second. No, I can't say that. Wait, actually. No, not really. Jesus fucking Christ. This guy's an arsehole. Seriously. Yeah, these guys are drunk and sure they're not as good as investing as him, but at least they actually know morals. Fucking hell, that's rough. Yeah, seriously. Well, they're not going to be your... maybe not. I was going to say they're not going to be your personal affairs for much longer because she will leave you if you're treating her awfully, but let's be honest, this is the Victorian times. Could people actually leave? Could she actually leave Jacopo and get away with it? Or was she tied to him? Yeah, exactly. He's just above everybody else. What's that transition? Now I can see what the maid is saying. Yeah, it's totally reasonable. Well, she's just saying why she came in. Well, she's not even thinking that. She's just trying to be kind. Of course, an arsehole like you wouldn't be able to see that. God, you are... I feel like this is going to be the character that the VN tries to make us hate the most. If you've read Umineko, I feel like Jacopo is going to be the Hururo Erika of Fata Morgana. Hururo Erika is... yeah. Really, really applicable. Absolute bitch. She's a cool character, but absolute arsehole. Especially in the end of episode 5. How horrible. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, I totally understand her. I mean, okay, she has done something that she's not supposed to. You don't have to talk to her like this. Why can't you just say it in a reasonable and civilized manner? Just say, I don't want you to be here. Just don't do it again. I appreciate it. And take the tea from her. Don't make her make really, probably tea that is very, very nice. And just make her feel bad about it. What a dickhead. You fuck off. She really should go. Just so that she stops getting abused. How about you answer her question? Jesus Christ. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, God, what is even... She's just a wife for show. Who doesn't love her? No way. If you treat somebody you love like this, then you do not deserve to love somebody. It's insane. So they're wife and husband, and yet they've not even went out with each other. They've not spent time for weeks. This guy's such an arsehole. Yeah, I totally agree. I really hope the maid is kind to her. She needs it. Yeah. I think it's really nice that it's obvious that the maid is very, very dissatisfied with this, and it's really emphasised, which is good. This guy's a fucking arsehole. Yeah, fair enough. I suppose you could make the argument of the fact that it was something that was a bit more normal in society, but let's be honest, you've got to be a horrible, horrible person to want to do something like this to another. Yeah, totally. Yes, I can definitely see that. Yeah. Must be so hard. Yeah. There is a thing called arranged marriages. Bet you anything that's what it is. Okay. What are these transitions? I don't get them. These vocals are so weird. Yeah. That's really sad, yeah. God, what happened? So basically everybody's against this this poor wife. And these people are... Well, I don't know, they're not seeking sympathy with her, they're just bullying her even more. Yeah, totally. Oh god, and that's just another thing that she could be abused by. Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, they just take it all out on this bus because they're cunts. Exactly, yeah. Yeah. No, I agree. It must be very, very hard to continue living. She must be unimaginably strong. Yeah, she would have been, I totally agree. She's got it the worst. Jesus, yeah, totally. Yeah, so they're totally two-faced. I agree, yeah. Yeah, it's probably just because she's always been bullied so much that she doesn't really have the ability to stand up. Yeah. Yeah, and she has to do it. That's the unbelievable thing. It feels like everything is going wrong today, seriously. I mean, Jesus Christ, all of this just for a bit of kindness that she was trying to do. Yeah, but it really feels like in Jacopo's world there is no room for kindness. What is kindness? It's very, very insignificant. Something that literally doesn't exist. Who is this? Oh god, another servant. That's really not what I was expecting. So somebody who actually knows what it means to be a human. Good for her. Yeah, it isn't, but at the same time, who's going to get persecuted and horribly hurt if she doesn't do so? Her. Doesn't matter that it's not her job in this point of time. Yeah, she's really nice though. That's good. Yeah, good for you. She must be really hated. But at the same time, she has a big voice and she's brave. She could inspire change. I don't know if that would happen though. Yeah, good for you. Yeah. Yeah, God, we need more people like her in this household. Yeah, these people would only change with fear. This is not okay, like Maria is saying. Don't even say that. How is any of this your fault? You can tell how persecuted she is. She just naturally blames herself. She doesn't even think that it could be anyone but her own fault. Yeah. Yeah, reasonable. To be fair, I get that what Maria is saying is true. And it is horrible. You see somebody who has spilt lots of fluid, broken lots of porcelain, and you don't even think of helping her because you were a shithead. I mean, these people were just standing there watching it. And I can totally see that. You're seeing somebody really, really stressed, bleeding, doing a job that they should be doing. Yeah. Yeah, I like her. It's really good that somebody like her is basically in charge of all of these people with power. We've got a little cog in the text box as well. Well, not really a cog, but a gear. Yeah, because they're bullies and they're cowards. So if somebody's more or better at standing up for themselves, of course they will listen. It's ridiculous. Do you know what it means to, I don't know, act like a human being? Yeah, sure, the master is fond of... I mean, Jacopo is fond of her. I'm surprised. I wonder what's... I mean, obviously this is something that I appreciate as a reader, but I don't really think it's something he'd give a crap about. I think we have more empathy to his wife than he does, even though we've just met her. Like, seriously. I can imagine these people being very, very into gossip. At least it's not like you are totally in hell, living hell. You are in living hell to a certain extent, I won't disagree whatsoever, but at least it's not fully there. Yeah, so sad. Good, she deserves it. She's not a bad person at all. I mean, look at that tea act, for example. Amazing. She went out of her time to make tea for everybody just because of the fact that she thought it would be something they'd enjoy and something that they'd like. Something that would brighten up their day, really. She went out of her way to do it. No ugly person does that. And she's well spoken, she's probably well educated as well. Yeah, oh god. Yeah, fully. Yeah. I do find it really... I like that the maid is... It's interesting because in the stories before, it really feels as if the maid has been somebody who has been omniscient of everything and kind of neutral, kind of just like a storyteller. But it feels in this story like the maid is kind of going through the story with us, kind of relating to us on our viewpoints. And kind of commentating her opinions. As if she really, really doesn't have control over anything now either. I don't know. It's interesting. It just feels like it's a lot different. Yeah. Yeah, that must suck. This is the worst thing, you're a maid, so obviously if you do something like this, all the other maids are going to bully you as well. Yeah. Yeah, totally. God, and isn't it interesting that this head maid probably bullies her, and yet she thinks that. True. Yeah, that is fair. So regal means very impressive or beautiful. Yeah, fully. Jesus. I think that's going a bit far. Oh, totally, yeah. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, good. Yeah, totally. Yeah. Is that her or? But she said that she was just one of the maids. Who is the head maid? Right. Okay. Wait. What does it mean by lawns? Right. Yeah, I regret searching that up. Okay. So basically, sexual arousement. Oh my god. These people. She is really odd. She's fun though, but this is weird. Oh, good. God. Jesus fucking Christ, she imported them. So sad. Yeah. Of course he wouldn't. Well, he got scolded. Well, at least somebody's direct. Yeah. Because he cares about money more than anything. Yeah. Yeah. Doesn't mean anything. Jesus Christ, you can tell that she's just been manipulated by this, it feels like. Yep. Exactly. No, it doesn't. It's just him having importance so that he can down talk and also just brag to people that he feels are below him. Yeah, seriously. Yeah. It clearly does. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, good for her for saying that. Yeah. No, he's an arrogant arsehole. God, I wonder how he changed. Yeah, it's surprising. I wonder what happened. It's hard to believe that a man that disgusting can be considered decent. Or could have been considered decent in the past. Oh wow, what a cool CG. Yeah, of course. Yeah, so now we're probably, fucking hell, white-haired girl, white-skinned girl, and when I say white-skinned girl, I mean her skin is literally the colour white. Beautiful recollections. Okay, it's going to be exciting. I'm sure we've got some really quite fun stuff awaiting us. Yeah, I think this setting has a lot of potential, to be honest, and it's something that feels very different. It really does. And yeah, that was a nice session today. I think it's going to be unusual to see. So firstly, we're going to probably learn about the whole situation in as much detail as possible. Learn who the head maid is as well. But then I wonder if there's going to be some sort of story that's going to happen next. And I wonder what that's going to be, because these situations, they seem very normal. All of these stories, it feels like they just end with death. This situation here, it feels normal, and I don't really get how it could go bad. I don't know if anything's going to happen, or if it's just going to be a story of how they end their lives, or maybe the wife seeks independence and she leaves, or I don't know, she gains the courage to do so, or something like that. I don't know. I'm just excited to see what the story is going to be, and obviously if it results in everybody dying like all of the other ones do, like in the end point. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all next time.